Hi Blade family, as you can see I am in the 400 wing at East Bakersfield High School. This wing is primarily used for our modern language department. So down there you can see the Eiffel Tower because we did in fact used to teach French at East High. And now it is only, Spanish is the only class offered. You can hear the noise of the very loud filtration system we've got here to keep the airway and in the hallways purified. Down here we have our Mayan art. But where I'm taking you today is just through these doors. And it is actually a place that you do not have access to. In fact, many people don't even use this space at all. But I think that back in the day, this room was probably a pretty great place to hang out. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are actually getting ready to enter the staff dining room. So you can see we've got a service counter back there, and there are tables set up. I think primarily the only folks that eat back here are our food service workers, but that's not what I love about this room. Ready, set, there she is. Look at that. An actual fireplace on campus. Can you imagine in the wintertime coming in here? Because I bet they probably had some comfy couches and chairs to hang out in as they enjoyed the warmth of the fire and sat and ate their lunch. So let's look what we got up here. Looks like we have some photos from some of our original food service workers. And talk about frontline workers, folks. Our food service workers have never stopped. We all may have been home for the last year, but not these people. They are working their rears off to make sure that our community is fed every day. And they do it without complaint. They are truly remarkable. So when you're on campus next, whenever that is, make sure you stop by and tell them thanks because they're working really hard. So have a great day. Don't hang up. Stay tuned for some follow-up on the art heist. Thanks. Bye. Hey Blade family, it's Mrs. Bennett, Friendly Neighborhood Dean. And this is week 8 of Missy's Mysteries. So I'm gonna wait on the mystery because let's talk about the real mystery. Let's talk about what's really going on our campus right now. We have a piece of art that has been stolen from the library that is valued over $100,000. Wow. Wow. And we are headed into our 3rd week of investigating this crime, and we are not a whole lot closer. But here's what we know so far. We have some suspects that have been eliminated. Stephen, custodian, had access, but did not have motive. So Stephen is trying to record this album, and the video that I caught of him was simply him trying to sell an expensive guitar that he had been given by the late great Buck Owens. So no longer a suspect. Cesar Barrera, custodian, also works in the library. There was video of him moving along tall ladder from the library right near where the painting hung, and that was a little bit suspicious because he was behaving a little bit suspiciously by looking around, but it turns out he was just trying to clean up a mess before he got into trouble. So Cesar is no longer a suspect. One other suspect that we are able to eliminate is the lovely Miss Legette. She is a millionaire. She just won the lottery, one of the biggest Powerball lotteries in history. So she is certainly not hurting for money. While she appreciates the art and she loves to expose her students to it, she is no longer a suspect. Now, let's talk about who is a suspect. Me. I'm not excited about that at all. Like, I wouldn't do it. Besides the fact, I don't have an alibi, whatever. Yes, I have access to the entire campus, whatever. I would never, ever, ever take something like that. Like, I am the biggest chicken in the whole wide world. Example, senior ditch day, right? In high school, everybody does it. You just go to school and then you leave, or you never show up to school in the first place. Yeah, this girl asks permission because, God forbid I get caught and get in trouble. Yeah, that's me. So, you think I'm gonna go steal a big old painting from the library? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, some other suspects that we have are Miss Fuentes still. She's still on the radar. Still has access. Maybe she's just not that sweet. And, she was seen carrying a large box out of the library. So it's very possible that it was the painting. And people just dismiss it because it's sweet Mrs. Fuentes. Mr. Ricard, also an art teacher on campus and a huge art enthusiast as well as an artist himself. Has the means to do it. He is on campus quite a bit. If you've ever been in his classroom, you've seen his own collection of art in there, so maybe this isn't a money thing for him. Maybe it's just appreciation. He has the schooling, he has the backing, he has the familiarity with art and with this particular piece of art, so there's that. There's also 2 new suspects this week, and I personally think they're pretty likely. The first one is Wendy. Wendy. Everybody knows Wendy. Wendy's been here forever. She's an icon on this campus. Your parents probably know who Wendy is because she was here when they were here. And lastly, my secretary, Danielle. She's been going through some stuff right now. And she definitely has motive. Make sure she's not listening. So, you got a lot to look at this week. The detective has been very, very busy with interviews, collecting new evidence, and we did get the results of our fingerprints that were lifted, and but they were not very conclusive. So go through the evidence, see what you find, keep taking notes, and help us figure this out because we are stumped. Because I'm not a suspect. I did not take this. I'm just saying. So, have a great day, have fun, and we will see you next week. Bye, Blades.